Did you really think you had a chance to save Gerrard's goal, or was it just a courtesy dive?
No, I knew it was in. I knew it was in from the time he hit it.
Yeah.
I mean, the strange thing, I've spoken about this before. In the 2006 FA Cup final, just as Gerrard is lining his shot up, the equaliser, I hear the stadium announcer come over the noise and say, "There's 4 minutes," or wherever the statement is. The fourth official has indicated 4 minutes of extra time, and I heard him say that just as the ball landed at Steven Gerrard's feet in that West Ham Liverpool game. And then in the Trinidad Tobago against England game, again, we right at extra time. Just as Gerrard picks the ball up at the edge of the box, I hear the stadium announcer come over and say there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes. Right from the time I heard that, I was like, this is in. And so said, so done. I mean, there's no way I was getting there. No way.
Shaka, I was listening to the Jamie Carragher podcast and he was talking to Steven Gerrard about that goal. And they were discussing in the build-up, they were so surprised that a West Ham player, instead of kicking the ball out long, just put it out pretty much quite near the West Ham goal. And obviously from there, Steven Gerrard scored. Was something that was ever picked up on in the West Ham camp?
Yes, it was. And I remember it well. It was Lionel Scaloni, who the Argentinian, I think he was on loan from Inter Milan. He was recently the Argentina national team coach, if you remember. I think promoted from the under-20s. But anyway, he was all right back on the day. Gerrard went down with a calf pull, and Scaloni had the ball no more than 6 or 10 yards from the end. And instead of hoofing it up the pitch, which you should do in that circumstance, just kind of common professional sense would tell you that, he put it out right there for a throw-in, right by our touchline. And then Liverpool took the throw, threw it back to us, pressured us, and then the clearance fell perfectly for Steven Gerrard. And within a couple of touches, the rest, as I say, is history. And I remember it well as well, because after we got our runners-up medals, and so we went back to the dressing room. And I remember somebody, and I can't remember who it was, sitting next to me, speaking about it and about to get up to kind of front Lionel Scaloni about it, and I just put my arm across them and said, leave it. It don't make any sense, trying to go over that or correct that mistake or getting into a heated exchange about that. But it was really tense in the dressing room after that final, all because of that.
Do you know the other thing about that?
We know how big Shaka's arms are. Stop it.
Dan, you know the other thing about that, Shaka? So there's actually a couple of things that could have changed that. Yeah, you're right that he could have kicked the ball long and put it out of play. But even after that, when the throw-in was taken, I'm not sure who it was, but your man was standing a yard from the goal line. Had he just let it run out, it would have gone for a goal kick as well. Yeah. So actually, you had 2 opportunities to make a difference in this, and you messed both of them up.
Yeah, it was. I mean, when you review, especially those last few minutes, and then even into extra time, you just felt it was never going to happen. In extra time, our best chance to win the game fell to Marlon Harewood, who had turned his ankle pretty badly a couple minutes before, but we had already used all 3 substitutes, so he couldn't come off. And then all of a sudden, I think Pep Reina made this incredible save off the crossbar that fell to Marlon Harewood, 6 or 7 yards out from goal. And I mean, it was a chance that I jokingly refer to as one that even I would score, but Marlon could barely stand up and just kind of swung a leg at it, and Reina made the second save. I think all those things kind of added up. When you look back on it, you just have to say, I mean, and of course the Steven Gerrard goal, you just have to say this was never going to be our day.
Oh. Any more salt we'd like to rub into Shaka's wounds, or should we move on?
I know, let's move on.
Yeah, absolutely, aye. Hey, what about the goal you scored? It was a cross. Who was the left back? He crossed the ball in and it went in the top corner. I didn't hear you mentioning that.
Was that Konchelski. Was it Konchelski who went
Correct.
to Liverpool in the end?
Yeah, that was a great decision. Who bought him?
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.